The scenario we're going to be playing is number 7, called Outflank, from the 2015 package. There is no kill box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for controlling, 2 for dominating, and that's it. Alright guys, here we go again for another War Machine Wednesday. I'm actually playing in this one, and I'm there on the left. I am running Haley2 with her tier 4 from the No Quarter, and it's a list I've been liking a lot. Meanwhile, on the right, I am up against Jackie, and he is running Butcher1. Now, this list is going to be kind of interesting. He has the 3 Jacks there, 2 of the main characters, so only the Spriggan could I dominate and control and move around and stuff. But there's also that Forest, which is going to be causing some issues as well. So, I won initiative, I want to go first. He decided to take that side. The Forest will be a nice defense for his caster, because the big thing in my list is I can try and shoot you down. But either way, as part of my tier, I get free focus on each of my Jacks the first turn, and I'm really just kind of rushing up. I put temporal acceleration onto the storm wall. I actually stopped cheating because I learned now you can only cast that once per turn, and really just kind of rushing up the board here. And so now it's going to be his turn. These little trees in the way, we're going to be getting out of the way here. But his Jacks are actually going to be trying to tow into the forest to try and get some extra defense. Also trying to limit the amount of things that he can shoot at them. Except for Black Ivan, who decided to instead try and take a shot at me, but it scatters away, and no luck from there. Otherwise, what you're going to be really seeing is the Winter Guard going to be going for Bob and Weave, moving up. They're going to get tough from Joe. You're going to see the Kayazi Assassins kind of moving up more to the top. We were talking about my trick about where I can just drop a pod and then Electro Leap into them, so they're going to try and stay away from those pods, but that's kind of a hard thing to do. Otherwise, he's going to take some shots with his Widowmakers, but they're not really going to do very much. I believe they try and go after my Black 13th, but between being on the hill and having deceleration, that's defense 19, so no luck there. Otherwise, you can see the yellow-haired Eliminators are in the forest, and now we're on to my turn 2. So looking at this, I really want to deal with the Eliminators in the center. So I'm going to be trying to block some line of sight here to Haley as well. So I go up with Thorn, then I go up and I pop Feet. Of course, Temporal Acceleration, again, going to be on the Storm Wall. And he's going to be taking some shots here on Black Ivan. First shot missed, but then I do a few more, do some pretty good damage, and take out his right arm. I also dropped a pod, which was able to kill one of the Eliminators, and then I rolled low, so I did not kill the other one, but they did fail their command test. That's going to be a problem. Now instead, on the top there, I'm going to be going with my 2 stormstriders. They're going to be shooting at Beast 09, and again, doing some pretty nasty damage to him, taking out his axe, so, you know, making him a little bit less scary. And as well, the Electro Leaps there doing some pretty good work, killing 2 Great Bears. So that wasn't anything I was really hoping for, but yeah, kind of worked out. So still shooting there, doing some more damage, and now it's really the Black 13th trying to maybe get a lucky scatter and maybe get onto these Widowmakers, but it's going to go and scatter off, and no such luck there. And otherwise, the tower is still trying to get into position, and now it's on his side, so he's under feet. I'm telling him what he has to, activate, and this is going to be kind of rough for him. He has to get something into the zones, otherwise I'm going to start scoring. And a lot of his stuff, he's not in a good position to just like flood the zone. So either way, I'm going to let him go with some of his further back things first. So like, oh, Butcher, you can go, and all he does is walk up. Eliminator can go, because I want the Eliminators to kind of go up and get in the way of the other guys. The yellow-haired Eliminator goes and just rallies. Otherwise, he's going to be going with Beast 09 and just putting a toe into the zone. So he's going to stop me from scoring on the top. Meanwhile there, he's going to try and take a shot. He's going to do some damage to the Storm Wall with the Black Ivan. Apart from this, he's going to be going with the Spriggans. Spriggans is going to walk up. The Spriggans, yeah, can't really do very much. Otherwise, he is going to go with the Winter Guard. They're going to bob and weave again, and they're just going to advance in the zone again. I need to get something in there to stop me from scoring. And now the Widowmakers instead, they're going to go and they're going to be shooting at the Storm Wall, trying to do a little bit more points, but as well taking a shot at the Storm Tower and killing off my one little spotter guy. So that's going to be really it for his turn. Not really too much done here. I mean, he puts tough on the Winter Guard again, and now it's back to my turn 3. And really, I just want to start scoring and doing awesome stuff. So, in the top there, I just have Beast 09 to deal with, so I move over Thorn. Pretty much every turn I'm allocating 3 focus to Stormwall, just a boost, but I'm going to turn him around so it's going to be easier to hit him. I also want to get some good Electro Leaps when I shoot him with my towers as well. So that's what's happening there, is now my stormstriders shooting up Beast 09, going to destroy Beast 09, but also the Electro Leaps kill all the Eliminators. So the Eliminators are gone. Beast 09 is gone, and now we're down here. And at first I thought about staying a little bit farther up. I was like, no, let's go back, make sure that the Spriggan can't get on to me. I'm going to be putting down a pod, so I'll be in a good spot for, you know, shooting with the tower, getting Electro Leaps, and also for a good spot to shoot with Ryan as well. But otherwise, I shoot 3 times, thanks to Temporal Acceleration, into Black Ivan, kill Black Ivan, put up some cover fire, and this is where I'm going to start going with the Electro Leaps. And, yeah, they're going to start going around, doing some damage. Black 13... Oh, sorry, no, these are just Storm Calls. I'm triangulating right now. They zapped a bunch. Then the tower shot, did some more. A couple of guys tough, so the Black 13th shoot them. And then Ryan shoots the pod. So, yeah, didn't do too bad there. Failed to kill the officer. That was a little bit of a low dice. But, yeah, I'm not going to be able to clear out the bottom zone, but I'm going to score 1 point for the top zone. So, starting the scoring there, really, the top is probably where I'm going to be scoring the most. But either way, he is in a very bad spot, down 2 jacks, down a lot of troops. But one of the things he's going to be going for here that I didn't really respect is that the Winter Guard is going to go up now and spray at Epic Haley. And Epic Haley is always the weakness of the list. You always have to watch out for this. And so, they're going to be spraying at me here. Yeah, we're counting these little craters as trenches, but yeah, they're going to spraying. One of them hits me and does some damage, but I mean, right there, if he got some better dice, if he would have used his feet on this, you know, I could have died from a couple of sprays, because that's what Haley does. So otherwise, he does some more damage here, killing off some Stormcallers. Yeah, just killing off the little stuff, really. Killing off the Black 13th, there goes Ryan first, and now as you start shooting with the rest, yeah, he's going to be taking off my Storm Tower and the rest of the Black 13th. So a lot of my smaller things starting to disappear, but that's okay, because I still got all my big pieces, right? And they're the stuff that's really going to matter here. So, yeah, lost all but 1 Stormcaller that's at the top, doing nothing really. Now the Spriggan's going to come up, he's going to try doing some shots. Not really doing tons of damage. And then Butcher's like, I don't know, man. So at this point, I didn't score at all, but at the top there, he only has 1 Great Bear, so it's going to be pretty simple. At first, I was trying to figure out how I was going to go and actually go after his jack and stuff, but I'm just going to go for scenario here. I might lose the Stormwall, but it doesn't really matter. So first, the Stormstriders is going to go up, and they're going to start shooting the last Great Bear. He toughed quite a bit, but after that, Haley's going to charge over, TK around so that she doesn't actually attack. Now I'm going to dominate in the top, so that'll bring me to 3 points. And at the bottom here, even though the Stormwall could be really doing a pounding to the Spriggan, I'm just going to clear the zone. So, pot a couple, punch these guys here. Again, they made some toughs, but now I score again, and now it's 4 points to nothing. Engage a couple more of these Winter Guards, and now he's just kind of stuck in a spot with, what are you gonna do? Because he can't now really even get anything up to the top zone. Yeah, I mean, Butcher's running around just to be angry, but yeah, now the Spriggan, after the pod is cleared away for him, the Spriggan's going to charge in, go after the Stormwall. He actually does quite a bit of damage to me. Takes out completely the right side. The left side really messed up as well. So, you know, doesn't manage to take down the Stormwall, but both my arms are down. So, really messed up. But in the end, it didn't really matter because I still have the top zone. I'm going to dominate again, and I'm going to win by scenario. So, yeah, a pretty one-sided game. I mean, here he's trying to make some attacks, and you know, he can't really spray like he wants to because he's engaged. He tries to run, but he just dies to free strikes. That was kind of his last chance. And again, that's how the game ends, is by scenario. So a couple of things here, guys, is I took this list just because I've been loving this list and it was ready to go. The guy who was supposed to play Jackie didn't show up, And so I took the spot, and yeah, it turned out this is actually a pretty bad matchup, with him having a lot of stuff dealing with some high defense and jacks and all the rest of it. You know, my Electroleaps really just tore that apart. So my list had a very good counter to what he was trying to do, and yeah, it's just the way it kind of went. You know, both of us really entered this with just one list. He likes running just one list because he has one list he wants to play, and I had one list that was ready to go to counter it. And it's kind of way, I mean, this is the reason why you have a 2-list pairing. But either way, there you go. You got to see those stormstriders in action, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it. So catch you later. Bye.